I like to go to the jeweler, tell them to make me some glass. I like to play with they go down the spaz. Kicking flavor, St. Laurent, watch how I walk. Let this paper be the reason why we talk. Ain't no favors, ain't it ain't no time, 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 it ain't no hills, it ain't no mind, it ain't no mind, it ain't no time, it ain't no time, it ain't no line, it ain't no time, it ain't no time, it ain't no flying. You slinging that, you turn that. You pressing the issue, you pushing the gas, you making them violate. I dropping the top on the fur, now zigging the zag, I'm all on the grass. I did what I had to pass, you better go back to you. I did what I had to do.
Toronto, Ontario, where the Raptors look to take one from a Western Conference team here at the... Well, the playoffs are coming up soon enough, Smitty, and everyone knows it's a different atmosphere in the playoffs. But having been there yourself many times, just how different is playoff basketball compared to the regular season?
What it is, Kevin, is best out of 7. You play this team over and over. You know all their sets, all their play calling, and what you have to do is try to outwill them, outthink them. Totally different when you see a team this week. May not see them again for another 2 or 3 weeks.
So if you know what they're going to do, it's all execution. Right?
Yeah, it's all execution. Yeah. You know a pick is coming, but who sets a good pick? Who rolls? Who's unselfish?
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Pirtle is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Ariza in at the small forward. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
He is very frustrating to guard because he makes plays that will drive you crazy.
And for all the scoring, Greg, that James Harden gives you, he's also one of the top playmakers in the NBA.
You know, and even coming out of college, Kevin, a lot of scouts felt Harden could play the point. I mean, that's one of the reasons why this guy is going to consistently be in the MVP conversation.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Valanciunas has got his first points of the game.
Kyle Lowry with great vision and court awareness on that play. What a pass.
Harden with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And that one's good. Beverly's got his first points of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's something they better correct quickly because he'll start running wild if they don't defend him any tougher than that.
Valanciunas inside.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Anderson kicks to Ariza. And Houston again with the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Baseline try, and he nails the jumper. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now, here is Harden. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game.
That pass was a work of art right there.
Raptors trail by 3. Dishes it to Carroll. Back to Lowry. He kicks to Sullinger. Sullinger the screen. Lowry passes to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Oh, good with the triple.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
Beverly dishes to Anderson. Pass to Pirtle. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Lowry against Beverly. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Valanciunas has got his second bucket tonight.
I like the aggression of Valanciunas there to put it on the floor and create his own shot.
Here's the screen. Harden with it. Now Valanciunas defending. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. Anderson wide open. Off target from three-point range.
A shot he knows he needs to make when the defense sags off him. Still a little inconsistent from out there.
Here's DeRozan. And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Knocked loose, and so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Let's see some numbers here on Kyle Lowry. He's been dominant over the last month. First in three-point field goal percentage, 7th in field goal percentage, and such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Here's DeRozan. It's deflected. Harden outside. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Raptors in second.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
Fast break, Toronto. Outside DeRozan. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Carroll kicks to Sullinger. And there's the feed to Valanciunas. Out to DeRozan. From the arc. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Communication seemed to be missing, and if you want to come away with a lot of wins, you have to have that.
Steve, one complaint the fans have had with Valanciunas is that he has not been given enough time on the floor. Whenever he's out there, he's impactful, but he is never, it seems, staying on the court as long as the fans would like.
Yeah, I think for him he's been great in short bursts. He's never averaged more than 28 minutes a game, even when he's a starter in his whole career. Consistency for a long time is the next step for Valanciunas.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Perkins, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Jared Sullinger. Ross, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. Here's DeRozan. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game. Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
To the paint, it's tipped. Here's Ross. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, Toronto, a game behind.
And when I look at Toronto, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
I can't see them slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I think they'll just get stronger as the playoffs gets closer.
5 on the clock. The 3 from Harden. That shot, no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
Well, at the end of the day, these guys are professionals. They are used to going on the road and finding a way to get it done.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Shot to stop the drought, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
He's got the touch early. Coach, keep feeding him.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Pirtle. The Rockets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Patterson up top, covered by Morty Eunice. And here's DeRozan. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down. He averages nearly 28 points a game.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority. The Raptors have been arguably the worst defensive team in the league before the arrival of head coach Dwayne Casey. They struggle from season to season to be able to stop the basketball, but last season, a big step in the right direction.
The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Now Beverly, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Capella dishes to Monty Eunice. Another miss by Houston. And the Raptors going into last season brought in defenders in free agency, guys like Damari Carroll and Joseph and Biyombo.
But they also simplified their defensive coverages, more in line with what other teams are doing. They still have to get better contesting the threes. Last season, they allowed the second-best percentage in the league.
For Houston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Harden with it. Powell on him. Monty Eunice with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot, and the officials call a traveling violation. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look, broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Toronto.
And this is a team that is so comfortable with that mid-range jump shot. There are a lot of folks who would say that's living dangerously, that it's a bad idea to rely on those 10 to 20 footers, but they've got players with the talent to knock those down consistently.
Perkins with the screen for Ross to the middle. No good from Perkins.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
It is ugly. They caught the D in a rough spot and took advantage of them there.
Here's Joseph. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Looking for Perkins, he gets it there. And it's good. Through contact, it's the shot, he'll go to the free throw line.
That's exactly where they want the ball to go. He did a great job getting the ball into that position.
For the Rockets, Gary Neal comes in for James Harden. And Gordon subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And Corey Joseph has shown that he is one of the best backup point guards in the NBA. Just runs the team perfectly. Smitty eats minutes, played solid defense, and keeps everything running smoothly with the second unit.
You need a floor general like Corey Joseph coming off the bench. Joseph is one of the best in the game at making that happen. Most teams would be happy with him as a starter.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Got a piece of it. Here's Perkins. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Perkins got the game tied up here for Toronto. Now here's Neal. Outside Gordon. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Ross passes to Patterson. They grab their own miss. He doesn't hit that one. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the dunk by Capella.
You might look at him and think he's too small, but he still gets up there with any big man in this league.
Toronto shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Here's Joseph. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Feeds to Patterson. Connects on the 17-footer.
That's just terrific ball movement to get his teammate a wide-open shot.
Gordon. And no good that time. It's all tied into... And a chance to hear from DeMar DeRozan talking about his team's impressive play of late.
We all just playing together. You know, that's a big...
And DeMar is definitely a guy, Greg, that knows how to infuse that chemistry and teamwork on the floor. It looks like he's a big reason why they're clicking.
Kevin, no doubt. And attitude, such a huge factor in being successful as an individual, but really also as a team. I think we've seen him really embrace that attitude as he's matured as a player.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Everyone on the court just has an eye for what the offense is going to do next, and that's beautiful to watch.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Anderson is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Decker, then there's Gordon, and it's Neal in at the 2 spot. Gordon with it. Lowry picks him up, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside DeRozan, and there's the pass to Carroll. Valanciunas with the ball. Capella's there. 4 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot up. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. In third, the Rockets. Fifth, the Raptors.
Both of these clubs love to play up-tempo. That's how they win. These are the games that fans love because of the non-stop action.
And the dunk by Capella.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Toronto trailing. And here's Lowry. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Utah Jazz. And Sullinger kicks to Valanciunas. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line.
When a guy as big as Valanciunas gets the ball that deep, quite often the only answer is to foul him. And Valanciunas, he'll show you flashes of dominance, and then sometimes you can't find him. Clearly the potential is there for him, and he feels consistently on the verge of breaking out.
And the Rockets making a change here. Hurdle's checked in, and it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Anderson can't get it to go. For Valanciunas, it isn't like his numbers aren't productive. He's come close to averaging a double-double for quite some time. You were talking about this the other day, Steve, but you just know that he can be so much more.
Yeah, sometimes it takes longer for big guys to develop. You have to be patient with a guy like Valanciunas. He's been in the league for a while now, but remember, he's still only 24 years old.
Ariza with the buckets.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Raptors shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Passes to Valanciunas. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And stolen by Ariza. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on DeRozan.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
It's stolen by Ariza. Harden kicks to Pirtle. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play.
Here's Lowry. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The D realized their mistake just a little too late, and he made them pay for it.
Gordon dishes to Pirtle, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Great job there from Valanciunas not to give any ground on that shot.
Lowry passes to Carroll. Out to the right wing. Pirtle with the steal. Harden right side. Oh!
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And for a team with as much talent as the Rockets have had over the last few seasons, the results have been pretty mixed.
Yeah, and look at the club's recent rosters. I mean, they've been filled with a couple mega stars and then everyone else. At some point, you have to look past all the individual stuff and make the commitment as a team to play for each other. Unselfish, fundamental basketball.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Houston. Patrick Beverly comes in for Gordon. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, a lot of Thunder fans still lamenting the trade of James Harden to the Rockets a couple of years ago when he became a superstar. But Harden doesn't. He said recently, "This is beyond my expectations. If I'd stayed in OKC, I'd still be in a good situation, but I don't think the sneaker deal and these other opportunities would have happened." He added, "Look, this is a grind. Every time you lose, you're blamed. For me, it's about continuing to work and focusing on what I can control." Kevin?
He deserves that top billing, DA. Thanks. Raptors trail by 3. Outside Lowry. Sullinger right side. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And one thing DeMar DeRozan, Steve, has become great at is running that high pick and roll with the big, usually something a point guard does. But DeRozan, very deadly in that set.
I love him because he's comfortable handling the basketball out top, does a nice job of coming off the pick and roll, gets to his spot to raise up, and you know if he gets all the way to the rim, he can challenge any big in this league.
Harden kicks to Beverly. The 17-footer. Here's Monty Eunice. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Raptors have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And Smitty, over a decade now, you've been working as an analyst almost as long as your playing career. What's your favorite part now of the job?
You know, it's still basketball, Kevin. Just different. I'm not playing right now, but being in the atmosphere, also getting a chance to meet people. Like you, Kevin, getting a chance to have relationships and getting a chance to be around the game of basketball.
It is my treat to work with you. I admired you so much as a player in East Lansing, in the NBA, and I have made the transition to broadcasting. Not an easy thing to do, but you've done it just seamlessly, it seems.
You're so right, Kevin. Trying to turn that page from being a player to being on the other side of being media.
Yeah, tough, but you've nailed it. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Look at the way DeMar just shrugged off the foul and still finished the play. Incredible.
The Rockets trail. Harden outside to the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. The finish. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
When you get your tickets to see him play, that is what you are paying for. Incredible dunk from DeRozan.
Beverly dishes to Ariza. In the corner, Harden. From beyond the arc. That's good from Ariza on the assist from Harden. Ariza's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. For Toronto, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Beverly against Lowry. Carroll kicks to Valanciunas. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Outstanding focus by Valanciunas on the shot. He is just a big, strong player who brushes off opposing defenders.
Sam Decker's checked in for the Rockets. Now Beverly. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Decker can't hit. Toronto leading by 3. Lowry with the ball. Outside DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Sullinger. Oh, and the jam by Sullinger.
Great heads-up look there from DeRozan to get his teammate an easy basket.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Harden on the wing. Not loose. And Beverly kicks to Harden. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Toronto. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's DeRozan. He's got 8. Again, it's Toronto converting.
Well, you know DeRozan's going to get his points one way or another.
And here's Harden. He's got 11. It's Pirtle, top of the key. No good off the front iron.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy, but the defender got away with it.
The drive by Lowry. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's a 9-point Raptor lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On the wing, Harden. DeRozan defending. Eunice against Sullinger. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart.
And guys, really the story for him has been his struggles from mid-range. I mean, some of them have been rushed. Others were just tightly contested. But he has to be a lot smarter on when to pull up or when to look for a teammate going forward in terms of winning this game.
Raptors leading by 9. Outside Lowry.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
So watching Kyle Lowry over the years, it's been a treat to watch him. His game on the court has definitely developed, but his leadership skills has gone to another level.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Sullinger. Ross, he's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And Norman Powell subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Here's Gordon. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Perkins. And Lowry in his leadership, you can tell that he is the heart, Steve, and the soul of this team. The team goes as far as he takes them.
Yes, for sure. Made the All-Star game and was third-team All-NBA. He deserves those accolades as his impact went beyond just what he did on the stat sheet.
And Toronto making a change here. Joseph's checked in.
Mix-up defensively left him wide open from mid-range. That's a shot he needs to hit.
Decker passes to Capella. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He got the ball inside, realized right away he had a mismatch, and took him right to school.
Raptors last season introducing a new logo, new jerseys, revamped colors to go with their new motto, We the North. And seem to have captured, Steve, the spirit of this fan base.
Yeah, I think some teams like the Brooklyn Nets, they put Brooklyn across the front of all their jerseys, home or away. The Raptors, they like to keep that on the front of their jersey. They want to represent not just Toronto, but the whole country.
And stolen by Patterson. Perkins dishes to Powell. It's tipped. Lets it go with the 3. Perkins pulls it in. Raptors leading by 5. And Joseph kicks to Powell. Patterson a screen on Gordon. Powell the pass to Patterson. Hands it from downtown. Patterson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now Beverly to the paint. Capella kicks to Decker. Shoots it up. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Decker's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Quick look from Patterson makes finishing plays off with a dunk look easy.
Gordon. No good on that last second attempt there. And that.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. Jonas Valanciunas putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly. And so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. It's just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to...
Welcome back to Toronto, where the gigantic CN Tower dominates the skyline. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Hustle on the double to the left. Silence on the trigger like my pick out a muzzle. Yo, chick like guzzle. Bad boy, stay in trouble. Dude, trouble. Sorry, I don't love you. Love you on that lane. Hey yo, I hate this beat. Hate these rhymes. The life I live is a life of crime. Say what it be, what it is, you ain't my homie. Say what you want, you cannot insult me.
Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
He bullied his way inside for a ton of rebounds, and until they get a body on him, he's just going to keep coming at him.
The second half just about to get going here. Ross and Patterson to the forwards. Norman Powell is out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Perkins in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Ariza against Ross. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game. Ariza kicks to Capella. And some nice passing there by Houston. Valanciunas drills it from outside. Valanciunas has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Rockets. Joseph dishes to Patterson. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Perkins with a screen on Ariza. Ross with a wide open look, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a 3.
Harden with it. In the corner, Valanciunas with it. Back to Harden. Pass to Valanciunas, and stolen by Patterson. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now here's Perkins. He's got 6. It's deflected. They retain possession. Now for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Beverly kicks to Monteunitas. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Raptors leading by 9. Down low. Here's Perkins again, Toronto.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
The Rockets shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. It's Harden with the drive. Steve, you grew up in Detroit and came into a league right after the Bad Boy Pistons had won back-to-back titles with their hard-nosed style of basketball. Do you miss that more physical brand of basketball?
Yeah, I do. Being a Detroiter, growing up watching the Bad Boys, they won championships playing defense, but I think they also was an innovator on the offensive end. People don't realize Bill Laimbeer was one of the first pick-and-pop centers in my era to get a chance to watch him. So Isaiah Joe Dumars, Rodman, Sally, love the way they play. I kind of like the little physical basketball playing back then.
So if someone said to you, the game is different now, but is it necessarily better than it was? Is it more pleasing to watch now than it was, say, in the 90s?
Yeah, I think it's more fluid offensively. I think it was a lot of fouls, but I enjoyed it in that era, but I understand the way they had to clean up the game.
And the Rockets making a change here. Wheels checked in. Rockets trail by 9. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Harden the pass to Capella and stolen by Perkins. Powell kicks to Joseph. The dish now to Ross. Screen by Perkins. To the inside. Pass to Patterson. Up again. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Neal dishes to Capella. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
And here's a look at some stats for Trevor Ariza. His last 10 games, getting around 12 points a game, just over 2 steals and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Anderson comes in for Monteunitas, and Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Powell kicks to Ross. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. In fourth, the Raptors.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Anderson against Patterson. Fades back. Capella, the pass to Gordon. Here's Ariza. Houston gets it back.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
And those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
He used that pick to perfection. Patterson's got 12.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Anderson against Patterson. Takes a shot at the elbow, and the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Anderson. Toronto's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Joseph dishes to Perkins. For 3, Ross. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ariza. Kendrick Perkins pulls it in. Perkins got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Powell, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Houston gets called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%. And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense. But last year, there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championships.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Norman Powell. And talking about how the Rockets are structured, they do have some players on the roster, Greg, who can play defense. It's a wonder they've been so bad at that end.
I mean, the problem with defense, though, Kevin, is that it takes all 5 guys to buy in. You have to have a level of trust on the floor, and that happens for the Rockets only once in a while, which is why they give up an insane number of points to their opponents.
Toronto leading by 7. Outside Lowry. Kicks to Valanciunas. Fires top of the key. Carroll passes to Valanciunas. DeRozan in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, so athletic, rising up to slam it home. Great finish.
Anderson a screen on Lowry. And Neal kicks to Anderson. It's stolen by Sullinger. Outside DeRozan. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Back to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Lowry passes to DeRozan. 14 feet away. The feed to Carroll. He kicks it to DeRozan. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. And a chance now to review the shot chart.
Well, just look at the cluster in the middle of the paint. That right there tells you all you need to know about how they have built the lead they have. They are playing with more intensity on the offensive side of the ball, and it's the difference in the game right now. You have to love how they've approached this matchup.
Here's Neal. There's a screen to the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Lowry from outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lowry's got 12 in the game.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Gordon inside. DeRozan defending, and Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Norman Powell's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And then for Houston, Pirtle is checked in for Clint Capella. And Decker subbed in for Trevor Ariza. And it goes down 2 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Rockets trail by 9. Gordon inside. Powell's there. Dives for it. On the wing, Gordon. And Jared Sullinger pulls it down. Sullinger's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
3-pointer, Lowry. But they get it back. And Pirtle pulls it down. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. He dishes it to Neal. Kicks it out to Gordon. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
He also understands better than most how to use angles, and that was the reason why.
Lowry dishes to Sullinger. Back to Lowry. Feeds it to Powell. Outside Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Sullinger outside. Back to Lowry. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Valanciunas. 15th in rebounding. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
1:25 left in the 3rd. Anderson a screen on Lowry. And Neal kicks to Anderson. It's stolen by Sullinger. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Valanciunas. Sinks that one from the post. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is what you like to see from Valanciunas, being active on offense and racking up some points.
Now here's Gordon, guarded by Powell. Gordon up on top. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Pirtle with the steal.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
But you can't waste time. You have to go quickly.
Valanciunas grabs the board. Toronto leading by 7. And here's Lowry. 12 points for him. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Clock at 6. The pass to Sullinger. Back to Lowry. And a missed layup.
He got the space he needed, but just blew the layup. It hurts me to see points lost like that.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And the final period of play just about to start. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Taking a look at the Rockets. Gary Neal is out there with Gordon. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Decker in at the 3 spot. And he dunks it down.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Rockets trail by 9. And Neal kicks to Gordon. Pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Lowry against Gordon. Now Powell. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just love the way Valanciunas is outworking the defenders to get that rebound and finish the trip with a slam.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Perkins, he's checked in for Toronto. Terrence Ross comes in for Damari Carroll. Layman, he's checked in for Houston. James Harden comes in for Gordon. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Anderson passes to Pirtle. No good that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Lowry. He feeds it to Ross. Back to Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
That would have been a good time to just keep it simple. No need to rush that pass.
Some changes for Toronto. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Norman Powell, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella comes in for Pirtle, and Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Ryan Anderson. Toronto leading by 9. Guarded by Harden. Pass to Ross. Outside DeRozan. And stolen by Ariza. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Neal's got the ball. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Here's Layman. Harden outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. And that'll be his third foul so far. Raptors on defense. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Harden kicks to Neal. Shot clock at 5. Harden against DeRozan. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Patterson, he's checked in for the Raptors. And a switch here also for Houston. Harrell's checked in. DeRozan against Ariza. Now here's DeRozan. He's guarded closer. Soft touch off the glass.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
DeMar DeRozan has turned the corner from being a guy who helps with the scoring load to a guy who can carry the scoring load. Has a lot of ways to put up points on the board.
And Steve, for DeRozan and his scoring impact, not only have his points gone up, but he's scoring at a more efficient rate. Not just a volume shooter anymore.
Well, started off as a slasher. Now he's a guy comfortable in the mid-range, handling the basketball, getting to the free throw line. It is scary if he can add the 3-ball.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Nene, he's checked in for Harrell, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Gary Neal. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Thank you, David. Ariza against DeRozan. Perkins. That shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Harden, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
DeRozan against Ariza. Puts it up from 15. That one off the back iron and out.
If his shots were just a little more on point tonight, they'd be holding a much bigger lead right now.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And Trevor Ariza, one of the more consistent 3 and D wings. Seems like he puts up pretty much the same numbers, Greg, every season.
Yeah, Kevin, a little bit of what you see is what you get. The difference I saw in him last year, though, although subtle, was the dip in number of assists and rebounds. And one thing Ariza has to guard against is getting too comfortable floating to that 3-point line.
Toronto calls timeout. The Raptors making a switch here. Carroll's checked in. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. Toronto leading by 6. And Joseph kicks to Ross. Carroll dishes to Perkins. Pass to Ross. Kicks it to Carroll. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Perkins. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
I really thought we would see more defense, but the opposite has been the case.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Dwayne Casey's one of those guys. Watching him coaching his Raptors, he has passion on the sideline. He works extremely hard. He's such a competitor, pacing up and down the sideline. Dwayne Casey is a hard worker.
Ross passes to Perkins. Ross against Beverly. From 10 feet out. Here's Perkins. Poked loose. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Steve Casey has made hard work the mantra of his team. And for his own coaching style, at the end of the day, he says it's about outworking the other team in every way.
Well, that's Dwayne Casey. Defense, defense, hard working. That's his mantra, and that's what he lives by.
Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Joseph. Ariza against Patterson. Here's Beverly. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Ross with it. Perkins with the screen for Ross. Shoots the three. Ross on the wing. Intercepted. Stolen by Joseph. Now here's Perkins. Ross on the wing. Defended by Gordon. Ross against Gordon. Drills the elbow jumper.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
It wouldn't be the first time. He's a closer, a player who loves to slam the door shut.
Terrence Ross can be absolutely infuriating, Steve, to watch, and at times pure joy. He embodies the idea of a player who can get white hot and then go ice cold and disappear.
Well, it's frustrating because Ross has athleticism. He has a nice jump shot. The potential is there, but he has to be able to have this go consistently throughout the game. Sometimes he doesn't look engaged, but when he is, he's fantastic.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Perkins. Jared Sullinger comes in for Patrick Patterson. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Lowry in for Corey Joseph. It's stolen by Sullinger. Here is Lowry. Up top DeRozan. There's the dish to Valanciunas. Out to the right wing. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. 5 on the clock. The wide open look here for DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets trail by 13. And here's Beverly. To the inside. Layman. And just miss after miss right now.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Dishes to DeRozan. From 13. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. DeRozan's got 19 points.
DeMar DeRozan, one of the best in the business in knocking down the mid-range jump shot.
Tries to keep it alive. And Pirtle pulls it down. Rockets trail by 15. And the jam by Harden.
Excellent work there in transition.
He doesn't give the defense any time to set up. He just goes extremely hard to the bucket.
There's a good screen. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Stolen by Beverly. The pass to Layman. From past the arc. And another 3 for Houston.
There was no defense present there whatsoever. Anyone could have made that wide open shot.
Toronto leading by 10. Outside Lowry. There's the feed to Kira. Inside, Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Love the flush there from Valanciunas, leaving no doubt on that play.
Birtle sets the pick for Harden. Shoots off the screen, and it's Houston with another.
He knew he had a matchup he wanted, and he did a great job rising up and knocking the shot down with ease.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Sullinger dishes to Lowry, and he makes that one.
That's a solid pass right inside where his teammate wants it.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Beverly, the pass to Layman. Here's Harden. No good with the layup.
That was a huge face-off at the rim. Two great competitors. Defense took it.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Raptors.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Jonas Valanciunas.
It was a phenomenal job he did of finding his ideal rhythm at the offensive end and never letting the defense take him out of it. Once he got into that flow, the points came in a steady stream.
On the wing, DeRozan jacks up a 3. They get a hand on it, and another shot, and he sinks the layup.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
They're already celebrating. People are walking to the door, smiles. This one is over.
Drills the three-pointer. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyle, you get this win as you go out on the road. What changes when you go out on the road?
We just got to take on the road and do everything we're supposed to do. We do at home and take on the road. We got a tough team coming up. Well-coached, play hard team, and we got to go out there and try to get that win.
We'll see if you can keep this thing going. Thanks very much, Kyle. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. It is time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
Scoring machine inside. He worked relentlessly carving out position, calling for the ball, and his teammates gave it to him and fed him, and he delivered.
This guy is efficient. He don't believe in taking bad shots. He's all about the high-quality shots. It makes him a powerful presence in the low post, and he can impact the game on the defense end, too. He takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. See ya.
Good night.